Morning children, welcome back to e-learning classes of PN Amarsi High School. Hope you all are safe at home. Let's begin our chapter number 2. Topic is pronouns. Children, read the following extract from Oscar Wilde's wonderful story The Happy Prince. After reading, did you notice the number of times the nouns are repeated? Means the word happy prince, the happy prince, the happy prince is repeated for many times. How do you think you could improve upon the extract? And how can you make it easier to read? Yes, by adding words like he, him, her in place of the nouns. Such words are known as pronouns. So, the words that are used in place of nouns are called pronouns. For example, he, she, it, we, they, you, and I. Children, let's have a look on the textual definition. See, children, whatever definitions we are reading, you have to learn them. A pronoun is a word that stands for a name or for a person or thing or for a group of persons or things. Why do we need pronouns? It is really very clumsy and tiresome, boring to repeat the noun again and again when we talk. Now, children, if you want to know the ownership of the house, if you don't know the name of the owner, how are you going to question? You have to ask, whose house is that? Thus, placing a word instead of the name till when you learn the name of the owner. This way we can use pronouns instead of nouns. Now let's have a look on types of pronouns. Children, in this topic we are going to discuss 5 pronouns: personal pronouns, interrogative pronouns, relative pronouns, reflexive pronouns, and possessive pronouns. So first one is personal pronouns. Children, personal pronouns stands for a person or thing is called personal pronoun. There are 3 types of personal pronouns. They are first person, second person, and third person. The first person. The pronouns which refer to the person or person speaking are of the first person. Means, children, the person who is speaking is first person pronoun. For example, I, we, mine, ours, me, us. Second person means person or person spoken to. Means, in easier way, to whom you are talking is second person. For example, you, yours. In third person, children, about whom or what we are talking is third person pronoun. For example, he, she, it, him, they, them, theirs. Personal pronouns change their form in the predicate of the sentence. Means, when they are used as a subject, they will be I, you, he. But as predicate, I will become me. You will remain you. He, him, she, her. It, we, us. They, them. Few examples to children, have a look. The teacher told me to sit on the last bench. Pranav gave us his study table. Father told them to go home at once. Now here are few blanks which you have to fill with the suitable pronouns. One has been done for you. Just go through the blanks, children, have a look. Answers are already written and I will still send you the PDF. Next pronoun is interrogative pronouns. These pronouns are words which ask questions like what, which, who, whose, whom. In addition, these pronouns may take a suffix ever and so ever. Means, children, interrogative pronouns always introduce questions. Who spoiled my drawing book? Which is your house? What are you doing? Who has a different form of objective and possessive cases. For suppose in objective case we ask the question by whom, but when we want to know the belongingness, the possessiveness, then we ask the question by whose. The next one is relative pronouns. These pronouns connect two statements by replacing the noun. Example, this is the house, my uncle bought this house. This is the house which my uncle bought. In the above sentence, the word which has replaced the words this house. In the second sentence, such words are known as relative pronouns. Look on few examples. This is the boy who stood first in the class. This is the boy whose leg was broken in the accident, and few more. Fill in the blanks with which, who, whom, and whose. One has been done for you. When we are talking about a person, we use who, whom, whose. But when there is a thing, we say which. The girl whose father is a teacher is my best friend. Here, girl is a person, so we are using pronoun whose. But in the second one, that house which you just saw belongs to my father. And after going through the blanks, you can see that there is another pronoun which are reflexive pronouns. These are used when the object of a sentence is the same as the subject. Each personal pronoun, such as I, you, and she, has its own reflexive pronoun. Children, what is reflection? Reflection means something which comes back. Here also happens same thing. Personal pronoun I and its reflexive pronoun is myself. You, yourselves, she, herself, we, ourselves, and few more are there. For example, in the sentence, the cat washed itself. They laughed at themselves. She often talks to herself. Enjoy yourselves, boys. Reflexive pronouns are used mainly in three situations. They are used when the subject and object are the same. For example, the band call themselves Parikrama. She has hurt herself. Here, children, the subject and the object are same. They are used as the object of a preposition when the subject and the object are the same. Example, I bought a gift for myself. He did it by himself. They are used when you want to emphasize the subject. For example, I'll do it myself. They ate all the chocolates themselves. Now, children, emphatic pronouns. These pronouns are used along with nouns or pronouns for the sake of emphasis. Means the mother herself visited the school. We ourselves served the guest. Children, here is another work for you. Fill each blank with a suitable reflexive pronoun. One has been done for you. For singular, you will use self. For plural, selves. Okay. We keep the explanation till here only. I'll explain you the rest of the topic in the next video. Till then, stay safe. Have a nice day. Thank you, children.